Hello again, Ian Stokey with Mastermind Games, and this time painting Lieutenant Gwen Keller from the Cygnar faction of Warmachine. Where'd my brush go? Starting off 09047, fair skin. So Lieutenant Keller is one of two exclusive models with the Company of Iron box set, which is actually a standalone game that uses Warmachine models, but she is fully compatible with Warmachine, and in-game is a Storm Knight with the standard Storm Glaive and Storm Grenades, actually. And just this little bit of face is the only skin she's showing. And Terran Khaki 09122. And there's not much fiction on her, but her story as of now is she was sent to deal with some Pharaoh bandits with a small contingent of other Stormblades. And that's pretty much it. She's been going up against these pigmen for basically the entire time she's existed in the game. So, currently in Warmachine, she's got immunity to blast damage because of modified armor. And again, the weapons I've already mentioned. The grenades she has have the attack type ability, meaning she can pick a special ability, choosing from 3 every time she uses one of them. And has an ability called Quick Work, letting her make a ranged attack after she kills a model with a melee attack. Just getting the padding here. Okay, and I think I can 09257 blonde hair. And she just has the barest little bit of hair showing around her face with her visor open. And I'm going to have to let that dry for a bit. Okay. 09188 Ultramarine blue. Something I should note is that Lieutenant Keller here is cast in resin, not plastic. With plastics, you can kind of shock harden to bend pieces back if they're warped. It's not as easy to do with resin as far as I've found. Resin tends to snap instead of bend back. I think I can go ahead and get our cape. 09062 leather white. I'm not caring about the trim right now because that's going to be done in gold later on. Okay. I think there's one more thing I can do really quickly right here. That's going to be 09110 oiled leather. This is going to go on this bandolier. Goes back behind her cape and is what she's got her grenades attached to. I'm going to let that dry for a bit and move on in a moment. Next, 09197 old bronze. This is a pot that's about cached. That might be enough. Where's the buckle? There we go, just getting the buckle on her bandolier there. Start work on her Stormglaive. And this is the same weapon the Stormblade Infantry I painted last time use. And I'll actually pick out the blade after this dries. Let's see where's her thumb, okay. Okay, and that's going to have to dry, and then I'll get the last two colors. Okay, just two colors left. 09206 Tarnished Steel. I don't know why I have so much trouble saying Tarnished. Said it right that time. Well, that might be enough. And 09050 Antique Gold. Make sure I'm in camera. And then this little braid back here and the trim on her cape. Okay, once that's dry, I can start on. Well, actually, there's one more thing I can. Nope, I can't just yet. I need to finish the shading and then I can start the lighting effects. It's a little rattled right now. Okay, time to start on some of these highlights, or sorry, shading. Bit strung out right now. 09049 Ancient Bronze. blotting out where it spilled a little much. Okay. And then 09196 aged pewter. Oh. Okay. And again on shading, you want about half paint, half water. Sometimes, depending on effect, a little more water to paint. It just kind of depends, but generally half and half. The buckle on her bandolier. Okay. Let that dry and move on in a minute. Okay. Now that I've done the bronze, I can start the lighting effects. 09039 pure white. A little more water, I think. Then get some lighting on the storm grenade she's about to toss. Go ahead and leave the one at her hip as is, since that's not going to be active just yet. 09109 Ruddy leather. That just goes on her bandolier. And Blonde Shadow 09256. Don't know if I've ever explained the base coat highlight or shade highlight just yet, but whatever color your base coat is, you want your shade to be a bit darker, a darker version of that. And then you want your highlight to be a lighter version of your base coat. That'll be okay for that. And then 09061 linen white. Trying to take some caution where the white touches other colors. Just nicked the grenade here. And there's one more I can do right this minute. And that's going to be 09205 Blackened steel. It's probably going to be 2 more clips for the shading because I'm going to need to do the blue for skin and the khaki, and I can't unfortunately do all 3 of them at once. So I'll probably have to do the blue first and then the skin and khaki separate on a second take. Be real careful right here. I don't want this to get into the areas that are supposed to be lit up. So I'm going to take that white again, just kind of touch up right here where it spilled over. Okay, let that dry, move on in a bit. Alright. Ultramarine Shadow 09187. Being real careful around her head and neck. I want to get the blue, not the bronze or the brown. The shading on her Cygnar insignia got a little out of hand. And this paint scheme is, by the way, the Stormblade Standard. The main difference between this and the Storm Division scheme last time were the white on the elbows, back of the hand, knees, and toes. But don't forget, you can still paint these any way you want. And the legs, I'm being careful for that bronze just below the knee. Okay, there we go. Fair Shadow 09046. Tiny dot of that is going to be more than enough. It's just going on her face, just like that. And then Sky Blue 09018. That tiny dot will be plenty. That's just going to leave the khaki once the blue's dried. Okay, last shade. Khaki Shadow 09121. It's another nice hot day, so this is drying fairly quickly. There's not a whole lot of this, just the bicep here, and at the thighs, where that padding is, and then right here, this thick quilted cloth behind. Okay. Let that dry, and then I can start the highlights and details. Actually, maybe I can. Yeah, the skin's dry, so I can do 09039 pure white again. Just go ahead and start her eyes. This tiniest of dots, sclera. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure if I'm using the right word though. And once that dries, I can put in their pupils and finish up. Okay, time to finish up. 09037 pure black. Let's mix that up a little more. Something's wrong with this. Alright, we'll just roll with it. Well, that was something. I don't know what, but it was definitely something. Very carefully just dotting in a couple of pupils. I've tried colored eyes before. I've had horrible luck with it. I'll probably try again once I get my Relic Knights Kickstarter, though. 09048 fair highlights. Zero 9258 blonde highlight. Zero 9123 khaki highlight. Ultramarine highlight 09189. If the bottle will cooperate. Zero 9111 burnt orange. 09207 True Silver. 09198 Tarnished Brass. Well, that might be enough, actually. It's just the one miniature. Just a little more on that handle. Okay. Zero 09063 Ghost White. Zero 09051 New Gold. A bit more straight paint here with the white down there got out of hand. Okay. Well, that's it for the paint job on the model itself. Now, get the basing started. 09188 Ultramarine Blue. This one is about shot. mentioned before, Warmachine does rely on a distinct front and back arc for every model. And the way a model is facing does matter, because you can only attack through your front arc and you're easier to hit in your back arc. Once that dries, I'll finish up. Alright, time to get the arc finished up. Pure Black 09037. And this is a self-healing cutting mat put out by Privateer Press, and what's great about it is it does have markings on it to facilitate the marking of bases. Just being very careful. Don't want to hit the mat itself. Whoa! Well, now that that's marked, just take a thicker brush and finish the job here. Alright, once that dries I can flock it and finish up. Time to flock. Little white glue. The Elmer's glue wall is just a personal preference. Other brands should work just as well. Though don't go for a school glue type, go for a glue wall type. And what am I doing? I need to settle down is what I need to do. So mix that up with water, plenty of it. And a sacrificial brush that's too beat up to use in this case has got hit with chemicals and something spilled. Just going on and around the feet. And dip in the flock there. A little more. Okay, there's a bare spot. Let's go ahead and just tap it up, try to get as much straight glue as possible. Try that again. That's better. And then taking a dry one, just dust the excess away from the feet. And off of her heel there. And then that needs to sit for a bit. Then I can seal it and call it good. Okay. Scenic cement. There was some little glitch with my computer there. I don't know what's going on, but trying to get that booger off there so it doesn't end up in the cement. Carefully eyedropper this around. Material will do a pretty good job of sucking it up, but you have to let it set a bit first, otherwise the cement will push it around. And always clean out your eyedropper. Use a glass one because this stuff will bond to plastic. And that's it, Lieutenant Gwen Keller from Warmachine. up next, her arch enemy. Until then, I am Ian Stookie with Mastermind Games, signing off.